Hi guys, and welcome back to the Oklahoma Girls Kitchen. Well, you know what? It has been a while since I've been on here, and we have gone through lots, so we're back with some fun things today for you. We got through Christmas, we got through New Year's, we got through some respiratory sicknesses, we got through the loss of my sweet little colt, which was our black lab. You guys might not have ever seen him. He was behind the scenes, but he was usually in back of me or laying somewhere around, because wherever there was food, there was Colt. So we are back today, and we are going to have fun with a couple of good recipes for you. We've got a good Elvis Presley cream cheese pineapple cake, which I say the Oklahoma Girls cream cheese pineapple cake, but doesn't matter what you call it. I call it good. It's delicious and it's mouth-watering. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna do some homemade macaroni and cheese. That is my Aunt Gail's recipe, and I've kind of tweaked it a little bit to do it the way I kind of like it, but basic recipe is hers. So let's go ahead and get started on our cake first. Let's go. We're gonna go ahead and start first with our box cake mix. I made it just by the directions, let it cool, and we're gonna poke some holes in it because we want this beautiful glaze that we're gonna make to seep down into it. And next we're gonna start our pineapple glaze, which is our pineapple, crushed pineapple, and sugar. So let's start that. So here we've got our crushed pineapple. This is just canned pineapple with the juice. And I used about a cup. And then to that, we're gonna add 1 cup of sugar. And what we want this to do is just let this sugar, this is just granulated sugar, let it melt down into the pineapple. This is gonna be extra sweet and extra good. Now we're gonna go ahead and pour our pineapple glaze over it, juice and all. And this is gonna go down inside that cake. So we've got our cream cheese, and we have got our butter. Got our vanilla flavoring, and our powdered sugar. And I'm just gonna do part of this at a time. That way I don't make such a big mess with it. Enough. We've kind of got this all brought together and creamy, and we're going to go ahead and fold in our pecans. This is 1 cup of chopped pecans, and if you're not a nut lover, you could definitely leave the pecans out. It's going to be good either way. So we've got our beautiful icing made up for it. This is our cream cheese pecan icing, and this is just going to go on the top. This is a great potluck cake to take someplace, or to a picnic, or anytime. It smells wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our macaroni and cheese. We're going to get our noodles in. Our elbow macaroni costs about 16 ounces. 1 pack is 12, so I'm just guesstimating about how much I want. That looks good to me. And we're going to let this cook about 7 or 8 minutes. We want it just a little bit al dente, not real soft, not real hard, because it's going to finish cooking up in the oven. So we went ahead and we cooked up our elbow macaroni, and we've got it done. It's just a little al dente, not a whole lot, not real soft. And we're ready to start everything that goes in it. We're going to start our 2 eggs. This is going to help bind the macaroni together with all the other ingredients. 1 cup of milk. 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of salt. 1 cup of pepper. 1 cup of salt. 1 cup of vinegar. 1 cup of vinegar. 1 cup of salt. 1 cup of vinegar. 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 1 cup of Your eggs are always binding. Then we've got heavy cream. And we have got our milk. And you want your noodles really hot because when we put the cheese in there, we want it to automatically start melting that down. We're going to go ahead and add our 3 cups of grated cheese. It's growing. I'm going to try not to make a mess. The more, the better. And I can guarantee you all of this will be eaten. Then we have got our processed cheese, which is just our soft cheese. I didn't make really little pieces, but this is going to go in the oven and all this cheesy goodness will melt through. It will be delicious. We're going to go ahead and add our pepper, just black pepper. And we have got garlic powder and onion powder. If you want to go ahead and add like maybe half a teaspoon of salt, you could. I won't, just because I want to taste it first with all the cheese in it. Cheese is salty anyway, so we don't want a lot of extra salt. Oh my goodness, this just smells so good. I can smell the garlic and the onion. If you wanted to really change this up, you can always add sausage to it. You could add chicken, you could add hamburger meat, ham. You could make this into a macaroni bake like no other. You could also change the cheese to a smoked cheddar cheese. You could do it with mozzarella cheese, just whatever your heart desires. Today we're just doing the basic, good old macaroni and cheese. And it's ready to go in our casserole dish. We're going to put it in the oven at 350, which I already have preheated, and I went ahead and greased my casserole dish too. So let's go ahead and get this in the dish and in the oven. I think it's just gonna fit perfectly. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cover this with some foil. We're gonna let it bake for about 20 minutes. Then we'll uncover it and we will let it finish baking for about 10 minutes so it gets that golden, beautiful, buttery crust on top. You'll see what I'm talking about, so don't go away. So we're ready to taste everything. Our macaroni and cheese is done. It's golden, it's beautiful, and we're ready to taste this pineapple cream cheese cake, this Elvis Presley cake. So I'm sure he's gonna make us proud. I've got to try the macaroni first. And I mean, who doesn't like cheese that does that? This will not disappoint you at all. This is a meal itself. And the cake, well, we're gonna see what this is all about with Elvis Presley. I'm gonna see why he loved it. I know why he loved it. It's to die for. Well guys, this has been a ton of fun. I'm glad to be back in the kitchen and sharing a couple of recipes with you again. Can't wait to do it next week. But until I see you again, try these. You're gonna love them, your family's gonna love them. And until I see you then, I wish you a heap full of love and a spoonful of happiness. Bye, guys.